Hi peeps, welcome to my channel. My name is Janet. Today we'll be doing a 14-minute core workout focusing on that midsection. It's going to be done as an interval type of training, which means there are 30 seconds of the exercise and then you get a 10-second rest. However, if you're feeling quite energetic today and you want a little bit more, in that 10 seconds when it's resting, you can continue with the movement before and not take that rest at all. But obviously choose wisely. Hello peeps. All right, let's get started lying on your back. Remember, this is 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. And we're starting to extend one leg out to 45 degrees and in again. Make sure your lower back is imprinted into your mat, tummy muscles drawn in to the spine. Breathe out on each extension, knees just over hips. You're almost there. We've got 10 more seconds to go. Now for those of you who want to keep going, in that 10 seconds rest, feel free to keep going. You can rest here or keep going with that move because we're going to move into the next one. Getting prepared, we're going to go double legs. Hands go behind the head, both legs out, crunch up. Breathe out on the extension up. Inhale, come in. Exhale, push out. Chin tucks into the chest. Use the hands to support you. Remember, back is always in touch with the mat. No lifting or arching in your lower back. Almost done. Rest it out. We'll keep going with that move. Good. Lift your head and shoulders up, legs come out, and we're going to crisscross it side to side horizontally, lifting the legs up a little bit and then lowering them down close to the ground. Come up, go down. Just go as low as your lower back will still keep in touch with the ground. Crisscross the legs. Head and shoulders may go down if it starts to get too much for you. And rest that out. Ooh, take a breath, have a moment. Coming up into bicycles, so taking the elbow to the opposite knee while the other leg shoots out to 45 degrees. Getting the elbow as close as you can to that bent leg. Using your oblique muscles here. Breathe out when you twist. Inhale when you go back into the middle. Almost at rest. Great. Coming into lower abs now. Legs lift up straight into the air. We're going to lift that bum and lower back off the ground using your lower abs. So those muscles there just below your belly button. We're going to tone that up. Now if it gets too much, bend the knees, cross the feet. It's a little bit easier to lift. A straight leg is a little bit more taxing on your lower abs. Good, rest it out there. So the next bit we're going to just add on to this. We're going to lift the legs and lower it down to 45 degrees. And going. Lift up and then let the legs drop down to 45 as low as you can without the back arching again. Head and shoulders here can stay on the ground. Good. As you get more tired, you may not lower the legs as low as before, but that's totally fine. All right, we will soon flip over. Great. All right, rolling it over. All right, coming down on the elbows. And we're just going to tap the knees to the ground in plank position, keeping your bum nice and low, not too high. Pulling that belly into the spine there to protect your lower back and keep your deep core engaged.
have a little rest, drop the knees, pull back if you need to into a little bit of a child's pose. We're going to come back into a hold for plank. Option is to drop down onto the knees if you need to, otherwise hold still, press the heels away, lifting out of the shoulders. Anytime you need to drop down to the knees and keep holding that plank position in our level 1 option, that is totally fine here as well. Otherwise, you've only got 10 more seconds to go. And release. Good, we're coming up onto the hands, coming into a plank on the hands. When you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and we're tapping one foot out to the side, alternating. Again, if it gets too much, drop to the knees and just start shifting the foot side to side. Same move can be done on the knees. Eye gaze about 5 or 10 centimeters in front of you to keep that nice elongation of the spine. 5 more seconds to go. Good, have a rest. We're about to hold your planks on your hands. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift. Good, breathing it through. Knees can drop anytime you need to, but we've only got 20 seconds to go. And then we're going to move on to some oblique work and side planking. Great, and drop it down. We're rolling onto the side. Your right arm will be underneath you. Knees are stacked. Level 1, stay on the knees and just lift the hips. Level 2, you're going to scissor the legs and drop the hips down and up. Now the slightly nicer option is to have both knees bent and lift the hips off the ground up and down. Otherwise, this is your level 2 options here. Make sure your head is lifted up. You've only got 10 more seconds before we have a rest. Nice, release it. Stretch over that right arm a little bit into a shoulder stretch, especially if you were relying on it a little bit. We're just going to hold the plank here on the side. Remember, option, you can drop the bottom knee, top leg can stay straight, or both knees can bend. Try to lift the hips up though, off the ground. Nearly done all. Great job. We're going to go to the other side, just repeating that same sequence with the hip lifts, inside planks, left arm down, and up we come. Dropping the hip halfway down and up. Careful your head is not just dropping, because you want to add more weight into your bottom shoulder. You want to always lift it up a little bit. Choose your options. 10 more seconds only to go. And then give it a bit of a shake out in the arms. Good, have a rest. Stretch out that left arm, cross the chest, pull it away. Alright, just side planking, just holding that stature. Good. Holding and lift. Imagine like there's an invisible hand underneath your waist and just lifting you off the ground. Think light thoughts. Good. Halfway already, less than halfway to go. 10 more seconds only. We're going to go back onto the back after this. Great. Coming to the end of the class, nearly there. Last little bit, return onto the ground. Hands go behind the head. And then we're going to bring the knees in and tuck your elbows to touch to the knees into little crunches. crunching it up. You're working on your six-pack now. Get nice and close. Bring your shoulders and head off the ground. Knees touching to the elbows. Perfect. Rest it out. 10 seconds here. We're going to go double leg stretch. So reach the hands to the feet and then extend the arms behind your head. Legs come out to 45 degrees. Head and shoulders can stay off the ground to make it harder. If it gets too much, when the arms sweep back, feel free to drop your head down. Or you can do this move with your head and shoulders completely on the ground if it's starting to get a little bit too much for you. Otherwise, 5 more seconds. Good. Our favorite, very traditional coming up is your 100s. Legs in tabletop position, hands beside you, and we're going to start to beat the drums. Lucky it's only 30 seconds and not actually 100, huh? Chin tucks in, look to the thigh. Try not to drop your head back. Of course, you can always release the head and shoulders down. Halfway. 15 seconds to go. Good. Resting it out. We're coming into obliques, arms out horizontal to the shoulders. Knees are going to drop side to side, to the front, and then to the back. Now, legs slightly bent is a nicer move. Straightening the legs makes it harder on your obliques. Your aim is to make sure your shoulder blades are glued to the ground the whole time. You're just swinging the legs like into a rainbow with only 10 more seconds to go. We're coming up to our last 2 exercises here, guys. Good, resting. Hands go behind the head, legs come out to 45. You're going to tap the heels and clap, clap, clap. Clapping because you're a little bit happy that we're almost at the end. The last little bit here is just a hold after this move. One more exercise and then hold on for a big stretch, especially for your lower back. 10 more seconds. So close to releasing. Good. Have your 10 seconds rest. Let the knees fall side to side if you need to, just to release that lower back. Legs out. This is it. We're holding our body into 45 degrees, chin tucks in, head and shoulders up. Almost to the end. Good. And release it out. Amazing. Hug the knees there into the chest to release your lower back. And you're done. Arms out horizontal. Drop the knees to the right, head looking to the left. Just allow that lower back to pull out and swap over to the other side. We've come to the end. Amazing. Roll it over. When you're ready, coming up, give yourself a clap. You have made it. Thanks so much. See you next time.